Da-da-da. Yes, that is true, Cordy. Cordy is stuck at a train station today. So we're going to be playing something else from what we intended. We're gonna be back. We're back at the oldest house. We're gonna play some Control. And don't worry about that. It's not a problem at all, my love. Yeah, just gonna let people roll on in. Hello, Razir. I'm glad you could make it. As mentioned in chat, Qwerty is stuck at the train station, which is a liminal space. We have to save her by going into the game Control, which is about stuff like that. That makes sense. That's a bad joke. That's dumb. Why did I say that? Train stations and airports especially feel like they're between dimensions. Train stations a lot more threatening an aura to me, but that's because I'm very paranoid about everything. Like, if I'm at a train station, I'm gonna stand in the exact middle of the platform and try not to move as much as physically possible. That's normal. Probably. Well, I don't want to get too close to the edge of the station, like to the edge of the platform, because the closer I get to the edge, the more my legs start to turn into jitters. Like if I get too close to the edge in a train platform, I I have difficulty standing because it is very scary to be close to the edge of a platform for trains. And yeah, Razir, that is true. That is the vibe of an airport. It is tiring, but you cannot sleep. Uh, I remember after my surgery, just laying down on a row of chairs and just kind of like vibing. I don't remember if I was reading a book or just kind of like existing, but it was fascinating. I've never felt more like I'm in a space that doesn't technically exist. The process of traveling from one place to another is itself a sort of liminal zone, in my opinion. When you are traveling, everything feels ephemeral. And I think that's cool, by the way. That's entirely fair, Qwerty. I think you like grew up with train stations and stuff, so like maybe it's just different for you. But then also, I grew up with going to flights to Edmonton every year to visit my grandma. So who knows? Maybe it's just a weird vibe that I get. Anyway, let's control. Let's continue what we were doing. So last time, our good friend Jesse Faden entered into the hollowed halls of the Federal Bureau of Control and discovered that they had a job opening. And it was a job opening that she was perfectly suited for. Now she's got to get to work. See if I remember what the controls are. Zoop. Zoop. Okay, let's look around a bit. We need to get this tab for the map, right? Let's try and get to the furnace if we can. Uh-oh. That was the wrong button slightly. Cannot go that way. Well, darn. Ah. It opened the shelter, though. Already did. Good to know. I'm sure all that stuff is real fine. Don't mind me, fellow employees. Coolant pumps are that way, energy converters that way, all the central maintenance and control room. Let's take a look at our missions. Probably can't do that just yet, so let's just put this on the priority list. I have an idea of where to go for that. Wrong button. Don't press exit button. It pauses the game. That man shot a rocket launcher at me, and then I grabbed it and threw it at him. Ah! One of those flying guys. Got him. Wait, ow. What is shooting? Uh-oh! Ow! Okay, rust has been shaken off. I got clonked in the head with a gun. Did not even notice that guy was there until it was slightly too late. Oh, come on. That works. Ow! The flying guys are always the worst. There we go. That should be all of them. Nope, you're still alive. There we go. Get out of here. Well, let's make our way to central maintenance. Oh, hey! Actually something in the bathroom. A threshold remnant. Field training is down that way. Department of Maintenance. And, bunch of corrupted material here. Whoop. Can't go that way. Thresholds. Examination of paranatural topics. Thresholds. Summary. The oldest house is a place in flux. Thresholds appear with no warning. What the threshold will contain is a question we can only answer once it manifests. Widely accepted theory is that thresholds are dimensions vibrating on a blank frequency, different from our own. When these frequencies match, the threshold will manifest in the oldest house, which acts as a doorway, presumably. Others theorize thresholds are parallel universes, or possibly our own reality at a different point in time. Some believe our collection of altered materials affects the house or attracts the thresholds. We do know for certain that thresholds are not permanent. Eventually their frequency will shift. Some believe Earth itself is just another threshold connected to the oldest house, which is actually rooted in some other reality. This theory, while impossible to disprove, causes blank in those who learn of it, so it is actively denied. Huzzah! Have a good journey, QWERTY. Love you very much. So, cannot go there. Black Rock processing then. Now, when I was first showing this game to a friend, on my first playthrough, it was around here, I think, that was where I was showing it to him, and something really funny happened. I was also showing, and then, like, later I showed it to Celeste, and a different, also very funny thing happened. But I will explain once we get there. Oh, Tennyson report warning. Pressing the wrong buttons. Tennyson report warning. Listen, Trench is on a warpath about this Tennyson report thing. He wants to know who wrote it, and he wants it to know yesterday. Whoever did this is gonna get crucified. Don't know if it was one of you guys, and I don't want to know. Not super keen on leading witch hunt, so tell everyone in the sector to keep their heads down. Best not to be on anyone's radar right now, you know? Tell ya, not even counting all the weird shit we deal with, this place can be a downright hostile work environment sometimes. We don't know what the Tennyson report is, I think, so interesting. Maybe we will find out. This is how we get down here, but there is nothing of note in this room. I should not have done that. That was a button I should not have pressed. Ooh. Smooth. And very cool looking. This is the Black Rock, as they call it. And kind of goes down forever. Also kind of goes up forever. Something tells me we can't go this way yet. Uh-oh. Ah, they're behind flimsy bars. Uh-oh. Cannot... Ah! Heck. That's on me for blowing up that explosive right in my face earlier. Should not have done that. God, really? That was my last save point? Heck. Well, this is fine. Needed to reorient anyway. I'm pretty sure we still picked up all the stuff we picked up. And there are no bad guys around to deal with. So, get lost. There's a door down there I cannot access. Oh, because it's an elevator. I don't need that. Let's actually move on, shall we? Got him. Uh-oh. Oh, melee attacks do break their shield, so there is that. Gotta be careful sometimes.
Replace the parts.
Thank you for the advice, Ati. I don't know how that got into my brain, but thank you for the advice. I'm sure that's normal. And there's more mold. Can't really do anything about that.
It's fried up. You need to fix it before the old Vic pants inside the tires shit fit.
Excellent work, Jesse. Whoa! Yeah, the mold is very bad, Razir. Wrong gun. Oh, more data. Home safe tests. It's not the thing I intended to do there. I'll do that later. Home safe tests. Musicians testing on object of power 22, aka the home safe. The safe object of power can produce a barrier using objects or materials from its immediate vicinity. Bureau Rangers were given permission to employ heavy weaponry against a para-utilitarian bound to this object in order to gauge the barrier's durability. Blank and blank velocity ammunition were tested with blank results. Testing will continue after many blank. The safe object of power is clearly a viable candidate for use in combat response scenarios. Allowing para-utilitarians to participate in altered engagements would be an advantage worth considering. That is potentially quite good. We should definitely pick that up when we're done here. God, I love just bowling enemies over like that. Get out of here. Oh! Who has a rocket launcher? Ow. Stop it. It's not a toy. Oh, give it. My energy to charge up a bit. Get rid of that before it causes problems. Likewise, you. Where is that last place to put this? I had probably missed it, and it was down there somewhere. Let's go down and do that. Yes, I did. Right here.
Power fixed. Now let's fix the pumps and water flow.
Electricity level good, water level bad. That's fixable. What is this? Oh, this is the elevator. I see. Storage elevator. Makes sense. Next game is Wednesday at 8. Usual spot. Hazard owes me $20. Aresh still on a fucking winning streak. Someone please figure out how he's cheating. Thompson suspended for a game because of that shady dealing incident. Guy, I owe you $60. I brought beers last time, so it's Hepston Stall's turn. Remus. So they're playing poker together. That's cute. Was that an air conditioning that you just rolled past me? Thank you. Is that going to affect me? Thankfully, yes, thank you. can't go on from here. We need to fix the water. We don't know how to get to the water. Let's go back to the power plant. Make our way from there. Actually, hold on. Could do this, or go back to here and get that safe. We need to get that safe. We need to find the safe object and obtain the safe object. It does have a Half-Life vibe to it, doesn't it? No, that's mold.
This place is gonna come down.
I forgot where that was. Right, it's over here in central maintenance. Oh. Bigger bathroom or same bathroom? Bigger bathroom. Both had stuff in them. We need coolant pumps for the machinery in the old house, because without those, the old house or our machinery will start exploding. And that's not good. Also, hello, Samantha. I'm glad you could make it. The treasure chests are very excited, yes. Please let me in. Don't remember how to get in there. We'll get there eventually. Probably fixing the water, honestly. Can't do anything in Blackrock processing. Wait, am I just dumb and I forgot to break all of these last time I was here? 1, 2. That's 3. Yeah, I just had to break all 3 of those. Last time I missed the 3rd one. Okay. Let's get us a safe. Field act training actor complaint. I'd like to file a formal complaint re the unauthorized use of my voice in a state of quality that I did not agree on. The fact that they were planning to use material from what I thought was a rehearsal was not communicated to me at all. Had it been, I would have disallowed the use of those recordings. Want use of the Ranger Field Training Course recorded messages to halt immediately. I will not stand for this humiliation among my peers. I will go to HR with this if necessary. Signed, Randall Pulaski. I have a feeling we're going to hear some very silly voices. As we go into this training room, this training operation.
So I just read this. Welcome to the Ranger Field Training Course. The course must be completed in a specified amount of time. When you're ready to start, press the button. Is that all, or?
I always did love obstacle courses.
Safety first. Always keep the gun pointed in a safe direction. Always keep your finger off the trigger until ready to shoot. Always keep the gun unloaded until ready to use.
Get ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3.
Oh, the start's over here.
2, 1. Go. "45 seconds remaining.
Heck. Where is this power coupling that I gotta put this on? God dang it.
15 seconds.
There it is. That works.
5 seconds remaining. Course failed.
Ah, heck.
Try again, Ranger.
I will. Just... I don't want that rock. I want this rock. I don't know, Samantha. That's a very good question. Well, heck. Let's do that again.
Get ready, Ranger. Course starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
I hit that. Come on.
45 seconds remaining.
Ah! No, Jesse, why did you fall down?
"15 seconds remaining. Five seconds remaining. Course failed.
God dang it. So close.
Get ready, Ranger.
Let's do this again.
Course starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Seconds remaining. Seconds remaining. Seconds remaining.
There we are.
Congratulations, Rainer.
Guessing this isn't usually part of the course.
Okay, we are through.
It's protecting itself.
Let me in safe. This is okay. Everything is okay. How do I shield again? I don't remember the controls. Please tell me. Big voice in my head. Q, right. So, the shield I found when I first played this game to not be the best in the world, but it is useful at times. Now, admittedly, part of that is because I genuinely am like, I could just kill them. Killing my enemies works, but sometimes there are enemies that you cannot get rid of. And eventually the shield does run out, because it is just debris that you are lifting up with your brain. It's not special. It's just, you know, rocks. Hello, Varric. No problem at all. I'm glad you could make it. We are playing Control because QWERTY got stuck at a train station, which is fine and not a problem. Just means we won't be doing Arcanelico 2 today. Instead, we're playing Control. Oh, we got a lot of ability points for that. Heck yeah. The home safe. That is object of power 22. The object is a guardhouse brand home safe. Weight measurements vary. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically gather items and debris from their surrounding. The object is currently bound to X. Discovered in a basement of a home in... Yeah, more or less. We'll get to that aspect when we get to it. Found in Ohio. The object gained rapid interest in certain online forums dedicated to opening abandoned safes. After months of failure, the owner attempted to open it with explosives. The object survived with no physical damage. Bureau agents were dispatched, now confident of its paranatural nature. Blood occasionally emerges from seam around the object's door. A test confirms the blood is not human. X-rays taken of the object indicate that something is trapped inside, though the images are always blurred, which indicates the contents of the objects are moving. All attempts to open the object have been unsuccessful. Aha! Concerning. Yes. Now we have a shield. So we can avoid being hurt by these enemies. But instead we can just kill them, and in doing so, avoid being hurt by these enemies. Now admittedly there are a lot of them. This is true. Shield does help in that regard. I just find that a good offense is often sufficient compared to a good defense. Plastic tree procedures. Holiday Memories Tree. Altered item 14 AE. Item must be contained within a soundproof cell. A Holiday Memories brand white plastic tree with green plastic stand. The item repeats words and phrases spoken within a range of blank feet, always in a tone below blank hertz. This verbal mimicry has profoundly distressing effect on the individuals it is copying. The item was taken from the Blank, a Canadian research station established on Ross Island in Antarctica, where it was used to celebrate the holiday season. In 1979, solar radiation damaged the radio, severing the base's only means of communication with the world. After the frozen passages opened, a military expedition visited the base to re-establish contact. They found the base's occupants in various states of madness, rattling about voices in the tree. Military personnel discovered they also heard the tree speaking. After locking the item in a supply crate, they brought it back to the mainland, at which point the Bureau intervened. Just a really creepy tree that copies what you're saying. I like that. Open up chest. Kablam! And nothing really else here. Ouch. I'm very smart at platforming. Well, now we need to get to the coolant pipes. And, right, there's nothing in Black Rock processing. Not at the moment, anyway. Right, the elevator just leads to those places. Okay, furnace changer and coolant pump is over here, right. Been a while since I played this game. Uh-oh. More of the flying guys. Those were different, I think. Uh-oh. Get out of here. Ow. Yeah, those are not the flying guys. These are, walking bombs. Shield will not work on these. Run, Jesse, run. Whoa! Rude. How mean. The Hiss-Charged. The Hiss-Charged agents are examples of extreme physical deformation resulting from Hiss corruption. Hiss-Charged display an unthinking fixation on any non-corrupted individual in the area. Once within a specific proximity, they erupt into a burst of focused Hiss resonance, so dense that it acts as a physical force. The Hiss charge is depleted of the Hiss corruption after this eruption. The host is left lifeless. This behavior may be an adaptive response to the HRAs. The Hiss charge is designed to blow the devices off potential hosts, exposing them to the resonance. If the Hiss capable of customizing a corrupted host's altered ability to this degree? Why is the physiology of the Hiss charge so dramatically different from the host's original form? Lots of questions, no answers. They are basically like that, Razier. Weakling enemies that explode when killed is a classic staple of videos game. Everything is very red over there. Oh, I was thinking of the wrong thing then. That's my bad. Yeah, it's coming to range. That's exactly where I want to use. Okay. Oh God! Mistakes were made. I should have retreated. This sort of thing happens sometimes. God, I forgot how fast, how back they send you sometimes. I need to touch that save. Let's make our shield stronger. That seems valid. Okay. We need 3 ability points to get this, which will make the shield good. Because shield protects you, and then also shoots them like a shotgun. Can rush with the shield, and then energy will recover while shield is active. This makes shield worth using. Like, 100%. I need to get this, though. I have 1 point. I could spend it on melee strength, but I'm going to save it for this. Can we make any weapon forms? We could upgrade the grip. And if we had more source, we could make the spin. Give me just a moment here. I don't need this. These only give 50. I'm not going to get enough to getting rid of these. We are going to... We're going to upgrade the grip. Sorry, Spin. We'll get you later. This is increase accuracy. There, we have a save point here. I'm smart again. Wrong button. Oh, come on. Really? Ah! Okay. That was a mistake. I didn't realize that was explosive. Ow. This is fine. The flying ones are not as adept at dodging as the Tomasi, the boss, was. Aha, oops. I'm good at video games. But hey, we did it. Purified. We'll be with the pump momentarily, because we do have that job from Audie, and while we're here... Radioactive waste, huh?
Crash. Did Ati mean barrels full of hazardous biological material? Seems like I'm breaking some environmental regulations on waste disposal, but if that's what Ati wants, then I'll get it done.
This is what Adi wants, this is what Adi gets. Oh, come on! How did you not go in there?
My name is Dr. Pierce, lead researcher of the Parakinesiology Department. I've discovered code Omega paranatural food residing within the Bureau itself, right under our noses. Darling refused to allocate me the budget or resources, so I'm taking matters into my own hands. Let this recording be the proof I need to convince them. The furnace can speak. It's been talking to me for some time now. Listen. Did you hear that? It's a sentient force capable of communicating. I checked and there's no record of ever installing this furnace. I believe that... Oh, sorry. What? Yes, I can feed you. What do you eat? I see. I'll try to find some volunteers.
Hey, that's concerning. That's really concerning. I don't remember finding that the first time I played this somehow. Well, I mean, she might not be crazy. This furnace could be a demon. We don't know that for sure. Maybe we find out when we're done feeding him. Feeding him his yummy, yummy radioactive waste. Ah, heck. Little too high. I mean, that's what she was doing, Razir. We are just throwing in the radioactive waste. Mail tube complaint. Hey, Bozer. Get this. The accounting department still says they haven't received my expense reports. They say the receipts probably got lost in the mail tube because of a shift or a threshold or something. There's some sort some such fuckery, and if it doesn't have the originals, they can't verify my expenses for reimbursement. This is such bullshit. Why do we even use these fucking tubes? To just spit our mail out in some other goddamn dimension? Just venting here before I make a formal complaint. Useless pieces of shit. Don't be rude to the mail tubes. They're important. They're your friend. If you're nice to them, they'll work properly. Yeah, that's true, Razier. This place is, uh-oh. A lot of mold there. Don't touch. Okay, now let's see about these pumps. And, very rocky area here.
This place is gonna come down.
There's more mold. Let's avoid that. Really above me. How rude. Well, I can't very well have that. Get out of here. Show your face, coward. Or are you dead? Can't tell. Yep, you're alive. Whoop! No! Bad! Bad, his security guard. Those are not toys. NSC coolant pumps.
Bro, go to city. Fix it fast. If the plan goes boom, we can throw the spoon in the bowl.
I love Ahti's very weird Finnish sayings. They're so good. Ah, I dropped the rock. No, I did not drop it. It's still up there. It's having some trouble. This is fine. There we go. Reobtained. Where is the fuse box for this? Yeah, basically everything he says absolutely makes more sense in Finnish.
What now?
My old enemy, the clock, is blocking the pipes. You need to deal with that shit. He is very clever. He's trying to sneak in. We got him caught with his hand in the fish trap. Get rid of him.
The clog. What the hell does that mean? Clog complaint. That gross blockage down in the water system is back. What the fuck is it? And where does it keep coming from? And why the hell does Adi keep yelling nonsense at it? He acts like it can understand him. Of course, he acts like we can understand him too. Guess that's just his brand of crazy. I'm gonna try out a new drain cleaner. Extreme strength. It's the clog. Where are you shooting me from? Well, not you, you're on. Ah, there you are. I'm down here now, on purpose. Let's see if we can deal with that clog. Ugh, goodness. Ugh, everything is very gross here. Well, ow. Okay. Stay at a distance.
What the hell is that? It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Do not appreciate your extra dimensional gunk. Get out of here. I have Excalibur and I'm not afraid to use it. That should be all of it. Yep, there we go. Nice and clean. As much as something like this can be clean.
We need to fix this thing ASAP.
Look, as somebody who has done cleaning of various air filtration systems at a bar, there's only so much clean you can clean. Some of that stuff's just there forever.
Let's go lift the lockdown.
And now we won't blow up. Hooray! That is true, Derek. That is true. But there are some scenarios where it's like, man, I don't know if it's worth it. Uh-oh. Big man. Big man with a big gun. I see. Big man with a name. Big man with a big gun and a big health bar. Hiss Trooper. Troopers are meant to be the first agents to enter unknown AWE thresholds and any other paranaturally hazardous situations. They are heavily armored and heavily armed in preparation for the worst. As a result of their role, Hiss Troopers have access to the heaviest armor and weaponry from the Bureau's armory, including military-grade chain guns and grenade launchers. In addition to their already formidable FBC-issued armor, the hiss resonance surrounding these entities is dense enough to stop bullets. If forced to engage one of these, be sure to make use of any available cover. Also note that, to the telekinetically talented, enemy grenades can be a welcome source of ammunition. Yeah, those guys are a lot. This game gets a little bullet spongy sometimes, and those are the most responsible for that. Honestly. Thankfully, we dealt with it. Yeah, I'm familiar with that, Razir. Uh-oh, there's some gunfire going on. Get back. Get out of here. Ow! Rude. Yeah, stop it. How do you avoid that? Oh, those were bad guys. I could not tell. Right, orange is their bad guy health bar. Uh-oh. Get out of here, bud. No. No teleporting in right in my face. That's illegal. Whoop! Uh-oh. That guy was stuck. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Good job, girl.
Blockages in pipe C through F. Is the clock back? Now? Oh man, Audi is gonna be so pissed.
He knows about the clog. I mean, of course he does.
Crew feels a lot safer when you're around.
Just checking in.
I should be going. Try to stay
Right.
alive.
You gotta lock down the lift.
Right, we didn't check over.
Energy conversion's well below acceptable. When pressure's climbing so fast, I'm amazed when it sees it. When it blows, we're all going with it.
Oh,
It's gonna take a quick stop here to make the shield usable. Heck yeah. Because now when you use the shield, it does that. Haha. Why are you going down? I didn't want to go down. Oh, is the elevator not working now? God dang it. Have to go the normal way. Central maintenance, control room. I think the control room was in this direction, right? Yes, the control room was over here. Oh, it was a different elevator. That explains that. I get confused in this room. It's a giant circle. This happens sometimes. Water level good, electricity level good. Let's do the thing we're supposed to do. Uh-oh. Oh, did I really get all of them? Excellent. Let's take over this control point.
To protect them. Forces contain a lockdown. Only be
Oh,
This is what we came here to do.
hey, a new call from Trench.
So much is expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege to steer the Bureau into dangerous waters and safely out again. To inspire and lead its people, to protect them. The board is there to advise you, but they want things in return. You hold all this in your old, trembling hands. I had to lose everything before I could see the Bureau is the director's life. There's no room for anything else. If the forces contained here escaped, we'd be dragged back into an age of superstition, terror, death. Assuming you think we ever really left that behind. Any emergency, any major containment breach, and the lockdown goes into effect. I implemented this security measure in my first years as director. I knew we were vulnerable. I'd personally seen the cost of sloppiness. I made sure the internal lockdown could only be lifted by a directorial override, only to be used when the director is confident the sectors are safe to be opened again. This way, the director is the last line of defense. And if I screw up, it's on me, and me alone.
That is a lot of power to put on yourself, bud. Also, I was reminded of something. Hold on a moment. After the last stream, Robin, who is friend to the channel, who was there last time, she made something inspired by something that you said, Razir. So I'm now going to show it to the internet at large. Let me just get that. This is something Robin made. I want y'all to look at it. I had an egg this morning. An egg, the origin of life. And that life was sacrificed before it even existed, so that I could have a meal. Such is the nature of the world. Each day requires a sacrifice, and some days I'll be the one who gives up everything for the greater good. Never wanted this job. I'll sacrifice everything for it. So yeah, that's a nice little thing that Robin made. It is fantastic. I'm going to just kind of leave it there. Let people look at that while we continue. The immense weight of egg. Correct, Samantha. Ka-chunk.
That's it. The other sector should be open now. I think it's time I told Emily why I'm here. I'll risk it. You two should get to know each other.
Let's see if Adi's got any more work for us while we're here. Well, I missed the janitor room completely. Hey, Adi. No more jobs currently. Got it. That is a good one, Razier. I don't personally like coffee, but I get it for those who do. Alright, this is where the horse was. Oh, heck. They spotted me. This is why generally you don't run around the areas willy-nilly in this game, like I just did. Because rooms that do not have people in them can, on occasion, become that. Some little fighting arenas at a moment's notice. Alright, since we have two, we can go in here now. Book Club, Lopez. Unless You, reviewed by Captain Lopez. These days, most YA novels intertwine the coming-of-age story with either a contrived dystopian setting or a tragic romance. Unless You managed to do both. In the story, the protagonist and her love interest search for a cure to a virus called the Fix, which is simultaneously killing her and spreading across the whole world. Find the cure, they go on expeditions into dangerous, uncharted territories. The people all live in walled cities because dystopian future. And along the way, they just have to fall in love. I liked how we never got to know if the Fix was ever actually fixed. The ending was bold, especially for YA. The main character succumbs to the Fix when she's so close to the cure and commands her love interest to go on and save the world. She knows this is the end for her, but that the job can still get done. She dies out in the unknown, alone and surrounded by danger, but never lose sight of a goal. That's a good soldier's death. I give this book 3 out of 5. I feel most of the teenage angst is a little lost on me, but I'd recommend it to my brother's kids. Who recommended a YA novel for this organization of bureaucratic supernatural hunters and their book club? Who recommended this? I'm sure it's fine. Probably not to my taste. Okay, back to the executive sector. They probably would prefer Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Hello, Cordy. Welcome back. We have finished with that maintenance area.
The situation's getting worse.
I saw Trench and Darling arguing a couple weeks ago. Trench was furious. You don't think Darling...
Don't be stupid. What would the Bureau's golden child have to gain from killing the boss?
Mysterious.
Jesse, you made it. And you lifted the internal lockdown. Let's talk, Emily. Yes, of course.
Well, we will, after I pick this up. Analysis of Hiss Threat Part 1, Confidential. This is from Emily Pope. Initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast to that of the other Hiss that I have dismissed the theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She's able to cleanse materia and organisms of the Hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a Hiss-corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More work to be done. I also feel like the people in this organization would like Discworld a lot. That just seems a potentiality.
Listen, Emily. Screw it. Just tell her. I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. Came through. That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside.
Dun dun dun.
But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
A being? What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got Dylan. I left him behind.
Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. You covered it up. No one believed me. I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, I assume everything's classified. You know, I looked into the Ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more about this being you found?
Let's hope you two get along. She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the Hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse. Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes. But one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the Hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan.
I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector? Use my keycard. The sector elevator will take you there.
Level 3. Hell yeah.
Marshall is the next step. What Emily told me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past. I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
We take turns to come for a visit. I helped you. You owe me now. And when time comes, I will come calling.
I'm sure that's fine. Major targets is timed thing. We will attend to that momentarily. We have collectibles to look at. Succinct and to the point. Thank you, the board. So, there are occasionally missions like this, which are just like little timed things that you can do. Let's check one of those out. NSC energy converters.
A lot of these questions could be answered by obtaining a live specimen.
I don't think I ever really did these when I played normally. And seemingly, Razir, yes. The board is some kind of eldritch presence. Wonder what its deal is. Also, we learned the name of the spirally things that Jessie talks to. She is Polaris, the North Star. Eliminate key Hiss targets. Not in here. That's one of them. Ah, heck, I died. Well, shoot. And this does fail the mission, I'm pretty sure, so whatever. He's fine. I'm remembering why I never did these. In retrospect, I could have done that if I was smarter. Remember to play smart, folks. Well, how to do this? Oh wait, we do have abilities. No. I want to be able to throw basic enemies with low health. Thank you. Please. Oh, and now we have another body slot. Perfect. Let's back up to Central Executive. Hope y'all are enjoying the stream, by the way. Probably as an absolute, QWERTY, it would be my guess. Because you don't regenerate health, you just heal it if you pick up healing items or touch a save point. So if you were at low health, that would give you bonuses.
We don't have the proper facilities.
Maybe we can bring in an observation unit from the containment sector. I'll put in a request with Poe.
Are there any level 3 doors up here that we can deal with? Oh, those. I misheard, QWERTY. The thing I did get is the ability to throw enemies when they are at low health. I have to beat them up first, but then I can use them as ammo. That is, in fact, the case. Also, hello, Robin! I do, in fact, have things fairly under control here. I did die and missed out on one of the timed, randomly generated missions. So things aren't in the best control in the world, but they're in control. Forget if there was any level 3 stuff over here. Probably not, no. We've also learned the name of the special glowy sparkles that are inside Jessie's brain. She is Polaris, a being that her and her brother found back in their hometown of Ordinary. They found a slide projector that opened up rifts to other worlds, and bad things came out. Very bad things. But then they found Polaris, and everything was okay. And then her brother got kidnapped by the Federal Bureau of Control. It's fine. Totally fine. Trying to remember where to go. Does in fact seem normal.
I heard the Hiss attacked the power plant. Brings up a lot of new questions.
Right, I remember where to go now. I do have to go down this way. And I need to get to the cafeteria, I think. Never opened this door, actually, so good thing I went down here. There's nothing in here other than that treasure chest. Ouch. Yeah, not weak enough. Yeah, now with that upgrade. Not weak enough, really? Heck. I'm glad you're enjoying this, Razier. And yeah, horror is a lot easier to deal with when there's other people involved! Rude! Do not play with RPGs like that! What did I just tell you? Go home! But yeah, once they're at low health, you can just grab them. Fall down. This is the bathroom. Wait. Documents! Missed these. Unstable area notice. Please be due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, this area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Reference chart. Green, stable. Yellow, low possibility of unanticipated building shifts. Orange, high likelihood of anticipated building shifts. Red, frequent unanticipated building shifts. And, go home. Get out of here. Why are there so many guys? How are there still guys to fight? Whoa! Whoa! The RPG launcher guys are a bit much, to be honest. Could do without them. Oh no, this is dead letters. How do I get to where I'm trying to go again? I guess I just have to take the elevator, and I'm thinking completely wrong. Right. This area is full of moss. Mold, rather. Wait, there's a thing up there. I want whatever that is. Haha! Parkour. She gave me level 3 clearance. I need to find an elevator. Is this it? No, that leads to my office. Right, service elevator is over here. No, it is not. I'm lost. Incredible work, me. Never been in here, though, so worked out. Para utility. Objects of power are unique in their capacity to grant certain individuals paranatural abilities. We call these individuals para-utilitarians. The potency of these abilities depend on the para-utilitarian. Using the blank object of power as an example, some para-utilitarians can achieve a throw distance of blank, while others only capable of as little as blank. Oh, that's about the disc, the floppy disk. What exactly determines an individual's preternatural competence is unknown, but it is largely believed that some blank exists within the body, and that, like all muscles, it can be exercised. To continue my analysis, I have officially requested access to the Northmore records, considering he is one of the most accomplished para-utilitarians the Bureau has ever seen. Dr. Darling is still considering this request. Completely missed this place. How do I find the elevator? I do agree. Para-utilitarian is probably the funniest they could have gone for. Samantha, that's really good. Also, SCP wizard, sure. This is where I was supposed to go. Hey! A jukebox. I can't access this yet. This is not progress. There's the sector elevator. God, why am I so bad at navigating? We need to go to research sector. Yeah, that's 100% the case, Razir. Utilitarian is someone who can use utilities. So para-utilitarian, someone who can use outside abilities. If we are good enough at math, we can just kind of like teleport wherever we damn well please. Central Research. Ritual Division is very blocked.
I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of great importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
Research sector, huh? Home of the Bureau's mad scientists.
They're not mad. They're just a little annoyed. Okay, these ones know how to dodge like Tomasi. Uh-oh. Get out of here. They're not as good at dodging as Tomasi still. fast. Do not play with RP. Ow! I ran right face first into that. That should be all of them. Oh. There's some people down there. How about you take your seat? That works. Got it. God, more? Get out of here. I say God more, but also like you enjoy playing this game, so this is fine actually. Oh, God damn it. I got a little overconfident there. Also, hello Yiza and Enderlord. Thank you for dropping by. Skip Wizard's the main character of an early 90s kids cartoon. Correct, Samantha. A little creepy. But like we're associates. We go to the same place. And you follow my work, which I appreciate. I would definitely categorize that as fan over friend, but like you're not a bad guy. Ow. I will say that is a very weird question to ask out of nowhere. Where'd that floating guy go? Why is the security camera falling? Stop that. My house. Oh, right, you can grab them as well. Help me, cool sphere. Astrolabe. Where did the enemies go? There you go. Whoa! Some of these guys are a little tricky to hit. Ow. I am being assaulted by many bad guys. Get out of here. Ow! Rude. Fired. Okay. I deleted a tweet because it felt weird to do that. If I recall. That was a long time ago, though. I've never played the new Prey. I've heard it's quite good. It kind of does, Isa. I get that. You could explore more of this area. And I'm going to. I want to see what else is here. For who among us has touched the foundation of this world and deemed them solid? Dr. Theodore Ash. Hubert, Black Rock Analysis. Hi, Carla. Does it strike you as odd that Darling insists on having us appear in those bizarre videos of his? I mean, we just stand there. He doesn't even let us have any lines or anything. Don't get me wrong. Beats a day in the lab. Plus, it's always great to work with you. Oh yeah, I finished the comparative analysis with the 2 Black Rock samples he sent. The Prism or whatever you called it. I filed them in the usual places, under C for Carla. Handy mnemonic device, right? Anyway, let me know if there's anything you want to discuss about the data. I'll gladly explain. Maybe you could chat about it over some drinks, or dinner even. Can't remember the last time I had a good steak. Maybe you could go together after work sometime. I'm free tomorrow. All the best, very best, Hubert. Hubert, buddy. You're coming on a little too much there. Wait, hold on. Research and records. What do I have in here that I did not look at? Oh, his sniper. Some of those guys were snipers. Bureau snipers specialize in eliminating threats from a distance using the telltale searchlights affixed to their rifles to search for targets. His snipers are no less lethal. The corruption has not changed their tactics. They clearly prefer to maintain a good distance from their target, waiting in elevated positions for a clear shot. Care should be taken in open spaces. Check the balconies. I should note that their rifles are equipped with a bayonet for close quarters combat, and the HISS snipers are well aware how to use it. Why in God's green earth would you give a sniper a bayonet? I mean, in retrospect, it does make sense. But still, though. They are specialized in melee fight. Correct, Samantha. Oh, this person's dead. Yeah, this leads to Lab 1. Oh, let's go down there. I know we need to go to parapsychology, but let's explore a little bit. Let's make our roundabout way that... Oh. Oh, this is a very important room. This is, in fact, a very important room. Song questionnaire. Everybody prepare yourself. Because this is important. Also, no, I'm not doing this. I mean, generally speaking, it is difficult to hold on to those. Oh, we should listen to this first.
Welcome to the research sector of the Federal Bureau of Control. I'm Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi.
Okay, so we've seen all of that. Now then, it is time for a very important thing for all of you to do at home. Song questionnaire. Auditory experience 84.C. Poets of the Fall. My Dark Disquiet. Answer questions within 2 minutes of listening. 1. Did the song elicit any particular memories? If so, elaborate. 2. Did you at any point feel a strong emotion? If so, what emotion? 3. Did a clear image of a weapon appear at your mind during the song? If so, elaborate. 4. Provide a detailed description of your current surroundings as you see them. 5. Have you ever heard the murmur of voices when no one is present? If so, what did they say? Do you hear them now? 6. Please choose one from each of the following pairs. 1 or 2, A or B, day or night, apple or orange, burn out or fade away. Take a picture of this if you need it. Open up a notepad or get a piece of paper and pen. And, let's do the thing. Thank you for indulging me in that moment of enjoying that song that I quite like. Feel free to submit the answers to that questionnaire to me in whatever method is best available, and I will do nothing with them. Send it to me via PM or by snail mail if you happen to know where I live. Or email, whichever, really. And I will take a look at them, nod, and we will move on. But yeah, to elaborate a bit for people who don't get it, Poets of the Fall is a famous band that the people at Remedy really, really, really like. You may recall in Alan Wake the moment when we were on the stage. The Old Gods of Asgard were playing a song. The Old Gods of Asgard is the fictional version of the Poets of the Fall within the Alan Wake universe. And this is them literally being in the universe now with their own album art and album and their song. This moment was really funny to me when I first experienced it. And hello, hello, Renee. I hope you're a real person. It is a good thing to be vocal fan of something, Samantha, correct? And the people who are in charge of Remedy really like Poets of the Fall, which I appreciate because I am also a big fan of their music. A lot of mold over there. Gonna not engage. Did we open this already or not? No, we did not. But yes, thank you for indulging me my silliness. Yeah, that That is another thing, QWERTY. I like this because it gets that feeling across very well as well. Just this feeling of sometimes you gotta do stuff like this. Oh, come on! Where did another flyboy go? I know another one showed up. Ooh, there he is. That is true, Samantha. And as you can plainly see, this place is full of mold, so we're not going to go that way. Threshold utility. Potentially, Isa. It can go either way. Thresholds have always been sources of great inspiration and great challenge. When a new threshold manifests in the oldest house we never know what new discoveries it will provide to the Bureau, but we must always seize these opportunities. This report will examine the process of distinguishing recent threshold effects based on their utilitarian possibilities. The quarry brought black rock, one of the most invaluable discoveries, but if the mold has any scientific value, it has been difficult to find due to the lengths we must go to in fighting back the particularly prolific plant. These are very distinct cases and worth comparing as their study offers vastly different dangers and rewards. I'm pretty sure I did know about that, QWERTY, and we will get to that when we get to it. Good one, Isa. But yeah, if it wasn't obvious already, the mold is from a different dimension. There was a treasure chest in there. Well, I can't say for the plastic chairs, because those are the type of plastic chairs we had up here. As for the sinks, honestly, no, I've had to deal with sinks that low too. Those are bad sinks. Those are very bad sinks. But like, remember, in order for things to exist in the oldest house, they have to be non-standard. Interesting. I will keep that in mind, QWERTY. I may not have met it then. But like, you can see that the ketchup and mustard bottles are not normal. They are, in fact, like, unstandard for those kind of objects. And that's just something that is present throughout the entire game that I quite like. You're never going to find anything that looks exactly as normal as it usually does in some way. Well, let's get to parapsychology. I've messed around long enough. Uh-oh.
She's in trouble. I need to reach her.
Well, we can't get through this way, As much as I would love to be able to do so. Gonna have to take a trip through parakinesiology. Which is all kinds of broken up. Oh god, get out of here. That was perhaps a little too aggressive. I should not have done it that way. But this is fine. We lived, so it's fine. Success means success. Well, that's unfortunate for that guy. And, that's unfortunate for that guy. Uh-oh. No, that he's just standing there. Emergency call supplements. AWE 18. Details. Transcript of a call to the California State Emergency Services. 911, what is your emergency? Hello? Hello, I'm here. Can you hear me? I can hear you, ma'am. Where are you? I'm inside the wires. I'm lost. Ma'am, have you been drinking tonight? I feel like I'm stretching through the wire towards you. Don't hang up. I might go if you hang up. Go where, ma'am? Go. Gone. Away. Okay, and can you describe your surroundings? Scratchy, 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 scratchy. Ma'am? Hello, ma'am? Dispatcher attempted to call the number back, but it was no longer in service. Yeah, shit like that, really unsettling. Hey look, mannequins! Normal. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can actually do up here yet. Yeah, nothing else is lying around. Astral exhibition.
The astral plane. Similar to an iceberg, what you see is not what you always get. Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau. Most information on the astral plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly complex systems, and simplification does them no justice. Now, the white non-space, the ever-present inverted black pyramid. The board, all linked, intrinsically tied to the oldest house, tied to the director, the process of choosing a director, tied to all objects of power in terms of who controls them. Yes.
I will keep that in mind, Cordy. I feel like I probably haven't been there then. Because my first playthrough of this was not a 100% playthrough. we can also make Pierce, but we need like 1 billion more resources. And yeah, he really seemed like he wanted to say more, yeah. Brazier, that's correct. Darling seems like somebody who really just wants to talk about all of this stuff at all times to everyone. He's so excited. Hey, look. This looks like those training arenas that the board sends us. Made out of Blackrock. The Astral Exhibition was originally built for the astronauts to use as a training location, a place to grow accustomed to the sights and sounds of the astral plane before diving into the real thing. We could have done a better job with it, but was being stingy with the budget. However, once we decided to repurpose the space. Similar to how zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals, we hope to observe the behavior in an environment similar to its home dimension. So far, it just breaks everything we put in with it, but Rome wasn't built in a day. Refer to file 3193811 for a full report. Addendum. New naming conventions have been established for the astral entity now known as Astral Spike. Outdated terms in this report have been redacted. Oh, what's an astral spike? I don't remember what this is. Copy, review, Monday 10 o'clock to Marshall, review, urgent to Darling. Many sticky notes with many important messages on them. I'm sure that's fine.
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective. But that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual place, not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then, one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We've been able to record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane expeditions, apart from one shocking exception. In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement. Native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made. We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned, a brain cloud, an astral fugue, had hitchhiked a ride in his head. It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator, pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
Well, that's not good. This is the way we came. The tapes are probably all Betamax. That is a good point, Varric. And that's a good theory, Razier. We'll see if that pans out.
I they keep that thing here?
Hey, look, it's one of these damaging spheres that we encountered when we went there during the dash tutorial. It roughs up the place. I guess this is the Astral Spike, now that I think about it. Oh, they even made it a fake pyramid for it to have around it as comfort. Come on, bud. Come on, over here. Don't you want to come inside? Oh, mistake! Mistake! Ah, heck. Come on, friend. Over here. Whew! There we go.
What was the Bureau doing with that thing?
I mean, nothing. They were just kind of like looking at it. I don't know if that makes that better or worse, to be honest.
Someone answer, damn it! We need backup down here.
Marshall, are you still there?
Shit. We're so close. We need to hurry.
Hiss cluster. Orb. Must destroy orb. The orb heals them and must be killed at all costs before basically anything else. And we're not talking like an easy heal, like a easy to deal with heal either. It is like immediate. And yeah, they did describe in the video that they brought it by accident. It hitched a ride in one of their agents' heads and just kind of like killed him when it popped out. Stop playing with rocket launchers. So rude. Got a little smoke bomb there. Have a seat. Oh, heck, big guy. Okay, good. This one just has a grenade launcher. That's easier to deal with than the goddamn minigun. I will do my best to have some compassion for these guys, for the Hiss Yiza. That's fair. Hiss cluster. Hiss clusters are unique in that they are concentrated manifestations of Hiss resonance without the need of a host. Hiss clusters are dense spherical compressions of Hiss resonance that serve support functions in the hierarchy of Hiss entities. The clusters are capable of replenishing Hiss hosts with infusions of resonance. This does not heal any physical damage inflicted on the organic host, but rather seems to rejuvenate them, allowing them to endure more bodily harm than normally possible. The fact that the Hiss make an effort to preserve its corrupted hosts underlines a level of awareness and discretion that was previously just speculation on my part. Can this entity be considered an individual, or simply an extension of the Hiss as a whole? Capturing one alive would be quite interesting. Okay, now that we've had our big firefight, let's go back and see if we can do any collecting. Like down here. Recording chair procedures. Before using the recording devices, please ensure the following safety measures are met. Ensure the volunteer is securely fastened to their chair. Ensure the hood is placed over the volunteer's head. This will prevent the volunteer from taking individual stimuli during the record process, which can lower the quality of captured footage. This also prevents recording technicians from viewing the volunteer's face, which undergoes muscle spasms during the recording that some consider upsetting. 3. Check if the volunteer is comfortable. 4. Activate the recording apparatus. 5. After recording is complete, check volunteer cognitive ability using the provided questionnaire. Reminder, do not be alarmed if the length of recorded footage exceeds the volunteer's period of unconsciousness. Astral dilation is a known issue. If any problems arise during this process, contact your supervisor. Yeah, this is where they've been strapping people to chairs to record the astral realm. As one does. I get it. Hypnosis lab. I won't go there. Precognitive powers. Nadine, send this to research for analysis. Re my precognitive powers. Urgent, Dr. Darling. Last night I had a dream. In the dream, I was given the solution to a staffing problem I'd been presented with just yesterday. The problem is of a confidential nature and must therefore remain unclarified here, but I can assure you that the method through which I received this helpful information was undeniably paranatural. I can only draw the conclusion that I possess exceptional precognitive abilities, and as such offer my services to the Bureau's research team. I must utilize my powers for the greater good. Signed, Mr. Francis Bertram. This is such a funny thing. Because he could be genuinely serious, or he could just be having a dream and assuming zebras when he hears horses. Which is, I imagine, something that happens a lot in this organization. That's definitely how you climb stairs. They do see a lot of zebras here. You're not wrong, Varric. A captive audience. The X-ray lightbox object of power. That is astronauts information. Summary. This report serves as an introductory guide to the astronaut program, including candidate requirements, training practices, and astral research procedures. Astronauts are chosen individuals who explore and document the astral plane by making physical contact with the X-ray light box. In the Hypnosis Lab, a section of the Parapsychology Division, psychology and physical and psychological training is vital for the repeated transition between planes known as dives. After each dive, astronauts must undergo a blank session in the cognitive recording chairs to record their experiences in the plane. Gathered data has conclusively proven that, within the astral plane, vary widely between astronauts. On rare occasions, these dives can result in losses, often occurring when teams encounter aggressive astral entities. That's concerning. Groupthink. Rethinking groupthink. This study extends the work of Irving Janis, Robert Barron, and others by proposing strong causal links between groupthink and the passive or active use of telepathy. To prove these connections, the Parapsychology Department carried out variations of Solomon Ashe's original conformity experiments using a telepathic individual as the subject. See experiments for details. Extensive qualitative and quantitative data resulting from these experiments was then used to identify telepathic interference within the group. Further empirical findings suggest measures can be taken to safeguard against telepathic influence on behaviors by engaging in. Rather boldly, this paper stands to revolutionize decades of groupthink theory and provide new directions for further experimentation on the mind, including manipulation of blank and blank. Probably, Razier. That would make sense. Oh look, it's a brain. Let's cleanse his control.
Anyone is listening, we've encountered heavy resistance. We're falling back to the left department. All agents are ordered to converge here.
We will be there momentarily. We have a very, very, very important object to acquire if we can get it. Hypnosis Lab. Hey!
I see it. Another object of power? They're just standing there, mesmerized by it.
I'm sure that's fine. Oh, right. This. Probably Razier. Now we have to find a way to unlock the door to get to that X-ray light box. I did not press the wrong button. Who's ready for a puzzle? By puzzle, I mean, we need to make this shape. Using this device. There we go. Easy peasy.
Please state your name for the record.
Paul Warren, astronaut, first class.
And you are aware that exposure to the astral plane can result in death, disability, personal injury, corporeal untangling, cognitive collapse, loss of ego, and partial to full dementia?
Yeah. I am.
And you acknowledge that your use of the astral conduit, aka the X-ray light box, is purely voluntary?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Your suit is good? Okay, you're all set. Open the door for Mr. Warren, please.
This one isn't even his possessed. It's just he's doing this. Use Seize to complete the Astral Plane Challenge. Now, what could Seize be? And that does remind me of that as well, Varric. Golden Copy, NPC, Variation. Gold enemies are immune to our attacks, so we can't do anything about that. However, there are these guys. Enemies at low health can be seized. We now have friends. We now have the capability of friend. This is one of my favorite abilities. Like, the launch is incredibly good. Don't get me wrong. Launch is great. But, what if you just controlled your enemies? What if you decided that this or loser is gonna traitor them? Please, my little NPC robot. Please be a little more accurate. It should not take me 5 dudes to do this. And the cool thing is, when you control them, they get a full health bar, and then it starts draining. We currently only have the capacity to control 2 of these little guys at once. But hooray! We did it! We now have the ability to subvert the hiss. And everybody who is under control is no longer there. Well, I mean, they're there. They're just dead. Case files. The X-ray light box. Object of power 18 PE. Containing procedures? No unique procedures. Nothing needed. The object is a light box used to examine X-ray images. The image cannot be removed from the light box. The information on the image belongs to a patient named blank. The object allows para-utilitarians to forcefully seize an individual's brain, I guess. The seized individual becomes blank to the user. The effect lasts blank. Once released, the seized blank as a result of the psychic trauma. The object has no current binder. Background. A janitor named X bound the object at St. Anne's Hospital in blank. Soon the building's occupants were blanked by him. The Bureau dispatched an emergency response team to the hospital, presumably. The perpetrator and... to kill the perpetrator and seize the item, probably. Fatalities numbered in the X. For operational details, see blank. Good thing he's dead. Weird mind control janitor man.
Their brains were fried when I took over the object.
Oh, I feel bad. But I need it. I need it to kill the bad guys. I'm sure it's fine that, like Brazier is saying, I am becoming slightly more like the Hiss. It's totally fine. And now we have the power to seize. I will be taking that. And also this. We only have one power left that we can upgrade. That's wild. Forget what it is, to be honest.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden. Hold on. I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
You got that right. More of you? Really?
No, it's okay. You can also possess these guys. Which is, only slightly useful. Ow. Good lord. That was a lot of guys. I maybe should have just shot them instead of trying to mind control one. Also, while that is true, QWERTY, they do show up on budgets for the federal government. But they're just kind of like in between two other bureaus. And the presence of the oldest house makes your eyes just kind of slip off of it as long as the number attached is not too big. Like, they mentioned that, and that's fun.
Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes. Who is this?
I'm More of you? Really?
Assist me. Assist me, please. Oh, this is the way we came. Nice. Spreading hysteria. Good one, Yiza. Did it actually say that? Was that what it actually said? I wasn't paying attention.
Marshall is waiting for you in the Luck Lab, just down the hall.
Oh, dang. Rubber duck supplements. Oh, you can't see the achievement unlocked. Okay, dang. Discovered in the home of Agent Blank. after his young daughter complained of being followed by her rubber duck. According to agents, the matter was ignored, believed to be the result of a child's imagination, until he began to hear the quacking at night. After discovering the item hiding in his daughter's closet, he brought it to the Bureau for study. Update. It was discovered that Agent X was bringing known paranatural materials into his home, illegally taking them outside the oldest house. How this may have affected creation of an altered item is being investigated. Agent X has been terminated. I mean, yeah, that's a pretty fireable offense, TBH. Don't steal stuff from the Eldritch Horror House.
Marshall is right down the hall.
Just don't. What are you doing? Luck and probability.
There you are. I was starting to worry.
Well, before we investigate this area, and also there's really not much we can do here, let's talk with Marshall and her many weapons.
Congratulations on your appointment, Director Phaeton. I'm Helen Marshall, head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then, and I assume you found his gun.
Just call me Jessie. Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here.
Okay, have a good one, QWERTY. I love you.
She could know about Dylan. I can clear out the hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Darling has systems in place to protect his labs. This should help you get past them. We'll talk more after you clear out the hiss. Rangers, let her through. We'll have to lock the door behind you.
Have a good hanging out with your family.
Has anyone heard from Salvador?
Last anyone heard, he was taking a security team into containment. The reason is currently unknown.
I think I know the reason.
Horseshoe up. Horseshoe down. These are all various ways to have good luck. There's a golden koi fish, which are lucky. It is everyone's favorite lucky cat.
Seriously. Been at threshold several
And over here we have an elephant statue, which is lucky, probably, and one of these Newton's cradles, but one of them is gold. Now, I don't know if we can do the thing in this room that we can or not. So give me just a moment. No, we can't do it yet. And yeah, superstition does propagate when you know the paranormal's real. And as soon as we have a level 5 access card, we will see how real it is. For now, let's do some combat.
I see Rangers over there. We have to help them.
Ritual division. This is how dangerous the hive cluster is, by the way. We are barely able to kill these guys with it going on. Cool, you're dead. Replacement time. Rocket. I don't want to deal with that. Oh! Heck! I died. Those guys sneak up on you. Gotta be careful.
Places to hide. That weirdo's got labs everywhere.
Okay, let's do this for real.
I see Rangers over there. We have to help them.
Where is his orb? There it is. Become mine. Distract them, please. Where did the Hiss orb go? Orb. Gotta watch your fire, man. Don't walk in front of my gun, please. Everybody alive. Well, no. But some of you are. That's enough. Uh-oh. Oh, a shield haver. That was a mistake. Ah, god damn it. That was a bad idea. I was trying to get my health back up, and I ended up not succeeding at doing that because he kept on hitting me. But yeah, the purpose of that guy is that he has the shield ability like you do. Don't think about it. It's fine. Oh, I have to do that whole fight again. Heck. I need to not do this. I need to not die. Please and also thank you. Oh, wait, no. I cleared the fight. It's fine. So now I just have to clear the point. And then he shows up. I'm glad this game does have good checkpointing. Some of the fights in this can be pretty tricky. Do I have enough stuff to make the charge gun? The Pierce, rather. Because I would like to see if I can do that. I can, in fact, make Pierce. Who's ready for as soon as the game stabilizes? Best gun in the game. If I recall, anyway. It's been a while. I have nothing for this. Well, that's on me. Oh, also, this gets added to our menu.
situation?
Squad C hasn't made it back.
So, it has 2 shots currently per round, per chamber, basically. And it has to charge before it can fire. However, the damage this does is good enough that I basically exclusively used it during endgame. Now, part of that is because I am, despite my inaccuracies, more of a sniper than you would think. I know you can switch shoulders, but she does not switch how she's aiming when she does that, which makes it as a bit unwieldy, let's say. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. There we go. Problem solved. I didn't kill her, the hiss did. The hiss warped. The Hiss warped wield only paranatural abilities similar to drifters. They are able to telekinetically shield themselves with nearby material and launch objects at their targets. These entities are particularly destructive and difficult to kill, possibly indicating a greater internal reinforcement of Hiss resonance. Why do certain Hiss display paranatural abilities while others rely on Bureau firearms? Do certain corrupted entities have less potential than the hosts that become Hiss warped? Or is this perhaps an indication of evolution or maturation of the Hiss corruption? Are there other stages of evolution yet to be found? What if the Hiss inhabits a host for a month, a year? Do hosts expire after a certain amount of time? Does the corruption become too strong for an organic body to endure? Only time, and well-documented observation, will tell. That is entirely fair, Razir, and I'm not a good sniper a lot of the time, but I can manage it. Now then, let's cleanse this goddamn control point. Office is over there. There is shelters. Threshold Kid's proposal. Compiled by Bethany Harrington, parapsychologist, by order of Dr. Zachariah Trench. With the recent arrival of the blank, there are certain glaring gaps in the Bureau's ability to educate and raise a young person. There are no other to play with, and is expected to learn about frightening new concepts. Blank will require a slow, kid-friendly introduction to paranatural topics. With this in mind, allow me to introduce the Threshold Kids, a television show in which a cast of cheerful puppets explains the danger of living in the Bureau, but also show the fun side of the paranatural. Budget would be minimal. I took a few puppet making courses at my local community center. We can have research staff build the sets, record the footage, and even do the voices. It will be good for morale, and I guarantee will respond positively to these videos. You can't expect to enjoy lectures and people in lab coats. But, as television has proven for years, blank love puppets! This was in fact intended to educate children. Or so it seems. They're not good at it, is the result from what we can gather. And you know, Razir, that is a good question on why they were trying to educate kids on that. It's a good question. It is meant to be top secret, which implies that they acquired something that would require them to teach Synchronicity Lab children. I wonder what they acquired that would allow that. That would like force that to happen. Hey. Cool crash test dummies. Uh-oh. Mirror testing. And that is a good read. He's that seems the most likely candidate. Synchronicity experiment. Experimentation with global synchronicity. As a test, television sets were placed in a variety of locations around the world inside rooms identically decorated. The hypothesis was that by identically altering the decor of every room and then changing the channel in every room but one, that the single differing television would spontaneously align the incoming frequency to match its synchronized counterparts. This experiment seemed like a failure until it was observed that the agents responsible for arranging and monitoring these rooms were all experiencing the same emotional turmoil as one clinically depressed member of the team, himself being located in the eastern part of. Psychological examination of the agents proved the correlation. Interestingly, the phenomenon of synchronicity did occur, but not in the way we predicted. Interesting. Let's see what's up with the mannequin room over here. Nothing. That's almost worse. Let's check out the mirror room then. Clearance level 6, huh? We're not even at 4 yet. So we'll have to come back here later. Let's check out the ritual office. I like rituals. That's an elevator. I don't know if I should go down there. Eh, it's probably fine. Don't worry, Razir. Something will happen there. Probably. Once we're high enough clearance level. Carla, file received. Thank you for the file. It was very helpful. I've re-archived it with the Blackrock research in case you need to refer to them again. Yes, the video shoots are always interesting. I expect my availability for those to decrease in the future. However, as my analysis of the newly discovered Blackrock variant is researching a critical point. I hope you will be able to attend them still. Darling seems to be under a lot of pressure lately, and I'm sure he would really appreciate any support you can provide. Regarding the analysis you provided, I do not have any questions. Thank you for your expeditious delivery. Regards, Research Specialist Dr. Carla Vaughn, Federal Bureau of Control. I adore this little side plot of Hubert and Expeditious. Of Hubert and Carla just being like, these are the two guys who show up in those logs with Dr. Darling, just completely silent. I like the idea, like Hubert is attempting to do a romance, and Carla is like, we are doing a job, please. Leave me alone. In the nicest way a person can. Fantastic, honestly. Workplace drama. Rituals. Obsessive-compulsive disorder, hoarding, anxiety disorders. While certain manifestations of these conditions are simply the result of mental illness, sometimes the individuals are simply performing called rituals. The redacted of rituals can vary. Numerology, dream logic, forfeiture, verbal formulae, repetitive action, and causal tethering are just some of the procedures involved. Some rituals are consistent, such as pulling the light switch cord 3 times to enter the motel, but some are erratic. While most people engage in minor rituals every day, the vast majority do not understand the importance behind these actions. Avoiding disaster, amassing luck, or simply locating lost keys are all the result of daily rituals. Individuals who recognize a deeper meaning behind these compulsive actions are inherently aware of the paranatural world and, when located, should be considered for employment at the Bureau. Refer to file redacted for full report. Neat. Is that really all there is down here? Guess so. Well, clearly you just haven't delved enough, Razir. And yeah, to a degree, that is true, Razir. That is perhaps a bad idea. Yes, Yiza, you are 100,000% correct. Perhaps we should not do that. Synchronicity lab we already went to. Let's go on this side that we can reach anyway. Because that is central research. So, go to detective studies. I was supposed to go over here. Went the wrong way. Protective studies is down this way. All these rooms being empty is concerning, but also, hi there, little guy.
Altered item number 52AE analysis, session 2. I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock. No response. Next, I will introduce heat via a standard Bunsen burner. No response. Next, a series of solutions will be applied, each with a different value on the pH scale, from 0 to 14. Response to any value. Next, I will attempt to communicate. Can you understand me? Can you understand my words? Quack if you can understand my words. No response. This concludes session 2. We'll need time to prepare further tests.
I might be wrong, but this sounds like Calico's voice. Also, I do love how you can see occasionally little wisps coming off of this duck. We'll be back for you, Rubber Ducky.
This way to the lab? Okay. You must like these HRAs. Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here. If Marshall can't help us with Dylan, he's our next best bet.
There's more...
Assuming he's not dead. Or taken over by the hiss.
All these rooms being black-bagged is, concerning. How would we get there, I wonder? Jesse's athletic, but not that athletic. Maybe later. I do like that, Razier. Because, like, how do you even go about testing stuff like this, honestly? I would maybe try to communicate first. Because, like, I mean, that just seems nice. Why would you immediately go for setting it on fire? Hey, that's really good. What if my gun was better when I was using it? Excellently done, me. I wasn't even expecting that to finish it. HRA lab.
You let me here. Any idea how to make it work?
I guess it is alright. Dimensions. Too powerful for our use. Feedback loop. interesting. Some kind of black rock material. Black rock prisms. Black rock prisms are unique formations of black rock, distinct in both their shape and potency. While the density of black rock dampens paranatural forces, the unique structures of prisms retain frequencies in the range from X to Y hertz with perfect harmonization. This report analyzes the results of focusing a redacted 3 harmonized prism on a redacted methods for the imprinting of non-physical fields into redacted, imbuing them with the properties of the harmonized resonance redacted in the prism will be explored and explained. Okay, so we're finding out how we put these together, and they seem to be focused around the black rock that they've been using to build stuff. That seems useful. It seems very useful, in fact. Nothing up there. Let's fiddle with it then, huh?
Hello again, Director. It appears we have a new problem. We need to get the HRA machine working.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Darling must have had a system. Randomness isn't in his nature. The punch cards, the symbols, the terminals. How do they connect?
I'll see what I can do.
So there's various configurations. Some of them are right, some of them are wrong. Let's, This makes me feel like this is probably the right one. This one here. But what goes here for 2? Ignore 2 and 3 for now. Look at 4. Oh wait, no. 2 and 3 are here. One that looks like a little sliver. That one. 4 is that. Where is 4 though?
Each punch card should correspond to a terminal.
I'm aware, Marshall. Requires science. Also requires finding it.
These whiteboard drawings may be important.
I'm aware, Marshall. I remember this being difficult.
Looks like he was working on something to do with these symbols.
Well, also keep in mind that some stuff was up with Darling in the time leading up to the HRA. So it might be that he hid his notes. And I mean, also, his notes are right here. Just a matter of what it all means.
Try different combinations. One of them has to work.
Shut up, please, ma'am. I love puzzles that I don't remember the solution to. Okay, let's think about this. This has this pattern, and this is saying not to use those two. I think it is safe to say this is one. With the twos column, it says don't use that, but we know that was already been used. Maybe use that or flip it around. And this one says not that, but we weren't going to use that. So, no, not that one. This one. And 3 is this one. Now for 4, it says not to use that one, which is there. So, this one? And this one. Which isn't said to be used anywhere. Wait, I think I know what needs to be done. Gosh dang it. Because on all of these boards, the fifth one is crossed out. So something. Okay. New plan. All we have currently in are 4 and 1 with those symbols. No. Excuse me for a moment while I consult Polaris. I'm annoyed because the answer is what we have been doing. I'm confused. We did it right, and it wasn't working. We did that! We did that order though, right? Maybe I messed it up. Whatever. We activate it now. Well, dang.
The prism shattered. Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues. We need a new plan.
It's fine. Well, let's talk with Marshall.
We need more Blackrock prisms to make this machine work. Darling has another lab, down in the Blackrock processing site in maintenance. That must be where he keeps the prisms.
I've been to maintenance already. I can find my way. How long will that take? Nothing here is simple. I need to ask her now, before I go. I need something from you first. What do you know about Dylan Faden?
I knew this was coming. Lives are at stake here, and we need this machine working to save those lives. Once that is done, Director Faden, then we can talk.
She's right. As much as I don't want to admit it. I'm the only one who can help.
Fine. I'll get the prisms first.
Dylan will have to wait just a little longer.
But don't call me Director. Jesse is fine.
I'll call you Faden. Here, you'll need this keycard.
Thanks.
Hey,
Emily
level
Pope has set up
4.
a base in Executive. Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately. And keep an eye out for Darling. Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
With just one large-scale HRA. It's there now. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us, and keeping us from being wiped out.
Oh, well, now that's pretty.
Here, this will lead back to Central Research.
Resonance is the key. Vibration, frequencies, waveforms, fields we didn't know were there. It's physics. These fields in complex interaction, altering reality that comes to contact with them. Hedron is communicating with me. It's trying to warn me of something imminent. I've been using every known method to analyze the data. Exposing myself to it. I'm seeing things and overcome by compulsion. It's not just data, it's protection. It's benign. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us, and keeping us from being wiped out.
So yeah, about Darling being all there, he is perhaps not. Oh hey, the board has something to say about the objects of power. Hey, board of directors, what does that mean? We're all the way back here. Now, I'm going to call it in a bit. However, there is one thing that I want to show you all now that we have level 4 clearance before we go. Please don't start a cutscene when we go back to executive research. I mean, that's basically what they're doing, Razir. It's just that we are the ants in this scenario. Which is a little concerning. Oh, hey.
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April, case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities. We believe a pair of agents used the jukebox to travel to the quarry threshold and engage in inappropriate workplace behavior. An expedition team found them decomposing at the formation's base a week later. At least we found out the jukebox doesn't bring corpses back when the song ends. I'm having the jukebox placed in a secure location in the executive sector. It should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. The new location's security and proximity to a high-traffic area will prevent misuse, while still allowing for expedition teams to access it when required. See me for any further details.
We will check that out later.
It's bad, but we can handle it. Just like we handled that altered item making everyone drown themselves in the toilets.
Trench contained that thing. He's gone.
Yeah, now that we have level 4 clearance, you can go to a room. It's over here? Yes, there we go. You can go here now. Normal things are happening here. Sticky note complaint. To whom it may concern. In case you were not aware, something caused a sticky note in my office to duplicate. My office is now unusable now. I will be working from home until this is resolved. You can reach me on my cell or a home phone. Sincerely, Jay Bozer, Vice Chief of Staff. It's not noteworthy, but... Oh, noteworthy. God damn it, Samantha. Oh god. Yeah, no, it's neat, weird, and neat. Yeah, we'll probably get to this complaint at some point, but not anytime soon. Also, something I only noticed on my way here now, you can see the sticky note room from here.
Rangers always get left to pick up management's shit.
Looking good on hardware.
Oh, hey. Is this a guy we can talk to? No. Okay, we still can't access that. Okay.
Another box of ammo unaccounted for. Nobody respects the clip.
Want to be stronger. I want to be much stronger. Yeah, thank you all for watching, everybody. I quite appreciate it. Next week, QWERTY will be available, and we will be probably finishing Artanelico 2. And I'll see you all next Thursday for more Control. Now, with that being said, I need to send all of you to someone. And don't worry, I won't let the duplicated sticky notes get to me. I appreciate that, everybody. You know, my good associate, Mecha GM, is playing some Elden Ring DLC. And you all should go watch that. So I'm gonna do a raid to that. Y'all have a good time. Once it is ready to go, anyway.